We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
White House lies about Chinese spy balloons. Russia blames the West for Ukraine war. EV production killing workers in Indonesia, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lupkin, and here's the news you need to know. U.S. intelligence agencies tracked the Chinese spy balloon from its launch in China and watched as it may have been inadvertently blown into U.S. airspace. A U.S. official has confirmed to multiple news sources. This latest revelation differs significantly from the previous narrative related by the White House and U.S. military officials over recent days, which has changed repeatedly since the balloon's existence became public when it was spotted over Montana on February 1st. The State Department referred questions on the balloon's intended path and when it was first tracked to the Pentagon, which referred questions to the National Security Council at the White House. But State Department spokesperson Ned Price said that whether the aircraft was blown off course had no impact on the U.S. assessment that the incursion was a violation of U.S. sovereignty. In some ways, it doesn't matter, and I'm not going to opine on what the People's Republic of China may or may not have intended, but in key ways, it doesn't matter. It's completely immaterial. It's immaterial because this was a high-altitude surveillance balloon that did violate our airspace. It did violate international law, he said. Russian President Vladimir Putin used his State of the Nation address on Tuesday to criticize the West and justify his war in Ukraine, which remains at a stalemate ahead of the anniversary of Russia's invasion on Friday. It's they who have started the war, and we are using force to end it, Putin said in the speech. He also said Russia is suspending participation in the last nuclear non-proliferation treaty with the United States, New START. President Biden upstaged Putin on Monday by making a risky, unannounced visit to Kiev, where he met with Ukrainian President Zelensky and promised the U.S. would support Ukraine as long as it takes to repel Russian forces. Project Veritas founder James O'Keefe announced Monday that the group had removed him as its leader. The news came after the board placed O'Keefe on leave as it looked into complaints about his treatment of staff members. So currently I have no job at Project Veritas, a tearful O'Keefe said in a video that was posted online, but he said was for the group's staff. I have no position here based upon what the board has done. Project Veritas is a news organization that sends people undercover in order to find information. The Ohio Health Department is opening a clinic to address health concerns in East Palestine following the derailment of a Norfolk Southern train that led the company to release and burn toxic chemicals on board to prevent an explosion. The Office of Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost has sent a notice of intent to sue addressed to Alan Shaw, the president and CEO of Norfolk Southern. Yost said in the letter, dated February 15th, that the rail company released pollution that continues to contaminate the area around East Palestine, creating a nuisance, damage to natural resources, and caused environmental harm. Local residents and Ohio's waters have been damaged as a result. The company also faces multiple class action suits from residents. Environmentalists pushing electric vehicles have largely ignored the situation in the Indonesian village of Leboda. Rocketing demand for electric vehicles, combined with supply disruptions caused by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, have made Loboda a critical link in the supply chains of EV manufacturers. That's especially true for Tesla, which has signed multi-billion-dollar deals with companies at the site and is reportedly in talks to set up its own manufacturing facility in the Southeast Asian country. Workers claim that deaths and injuries are common at Loboda. Medical professionals and environmentalists say the polluted air and water are causing respiratory problems, sickness and eye injuries, and destroying forests and fisheries. The rush to expand production has pushed local communities and infrastructure to the brink of collapse. It has long been known that the production of EV batteries is more damaging to people's health and the environment than using gas-powered cars is. The push towards electric vehicles is literally killing the people of Loboda. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.